Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful that you were here, you guys. Today, look at these cards that we got for today. We have the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Wands, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and the Magician card. So let's start in chronological order. Let's see. This is kind of what's energy reading of what's going on in your life right now. So if you're watching this was a message that was meant to find you. Specifically, you feel like you've been in a little bit of a hibernation period, okay? Maybe you have been a little bit cut off from other people. Maybe you feel like you've been a little bit retracted from other people and you've been building yourself up, okay? You've been working on yourself, working on your finances, working on your skills, working on, your body, working on your home. Like, you've just been working on yourself a little bit in the physical world. And you haven't really been venturing out to meet other people. You haven't been really venturing out to do other things except for that. And so what's going to happen is I feel like you've made it to a point where you're finally ready to open up a little bit. You're finally ready to figure out, okay, what's the next step? Now that I'm finally here, now that I know how to work hard, okay, now that I can relax a little bit and I don't need to put so much effort and emphasis on everything that I've been doing lately, where do we go from here? You're going to ask yourself that. And the universe is going to respond. The universe is going to give you look at this, quick turn of events. The universe is going to give you a quick turn of events, okay? Something's going to happen out of the blue. You're going to receive news, okay? Because the Eight of Wands is always about receiving news. You're going to receive news that's going to make you feel really inspired, feel really energetic, be like, wow, this is exciting. It's kind of like when you find out, like when you're younger, you find out you're going on like a family vacation or like going somewhere cool for the weekend or something like that. You know what I mean? It's the same kind of energy. It's like, oh, like really? Like I can do that? And what specifically is going to happen is you're going to be able to use all of the skills that you've been learning this past period and season of your life. And it's going to allow you to actually open up so many new doorways. So because you've been learning this thing, because you've been working on yourself a little bit, because you've been working hard, you are finally starting to realize your potential. And all of these doors are starting to open up for you. Okay, because the eight is mastery number. Okay, so he's working hard here in this card. He's working really hard. But he's also able to sort of shut off his brain a little bit because he's got to a point where he knows exactly how to make them and they all look the same, okay? So he's gotten to a point where he can just kind of turn his brain off and just kind of go with the flow and just do it. You know what I mean? And so he's still working hard, but he's going with the flow. It's not as difficult as it was before, okay? It's not as difficult as you were doing before. And what this is going to do is people are going to realize that you're a hard worker. People are going to realize that you have this trade. People are going to realize that you've made it to this mastery number already. And not just people, but situations, okay? And you're going to be exposed to situations where you can utilize all of these things that you've been learning and doing in this past seasons of your life, okay? And that is exactly how you're going to get to the next stage of your life, where your manifestations are. So think right now what you want out of the next stage of life, or what you want right now in your life, something that's relatively easy to manifest, because I feel like that's exactly what you're going to be getting really soon, okay? So go with the flow, keep working on yourself, but be excited for the news that's coming up for you guys, okay? You're going to get news. Mark my words, you guys. You're going to get news. I'll say within a week. Within 1 week, you're going to hear some news. It's going to be really positive news. You're going to be very excited about it. And it's going to have to do with working hard, or it's going to have to do with something that you've been working on in the last season of your life. And it's going to bring you directly to something and a goal that you've been manifesting for a little while now. So that's what I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here. I love each and every one of you so very much. I'm going to give you a big kiss. Like this video. If you like this video, comment down below if there's anything in specific that you guys want to see. Thank you so much for being here. Honestly, I really do love you. If you haven't already, please check out my ASMR Reiki videos. I've been putting a lot of work in on those. Let me know if you do want to see any of those kind of videos as well. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I make it daily videos. And guys, also, we are partnered on YouTube. So if you would like to support me, only if you would like to support me, I'm going to be doing some a little bit extra stuff. If you want to join the crew, subscribing is obviously enough. But if you wanted to, you can totally join the channel. I love you guys so very much. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I make daily videos, which means I'm going to see you guys here tomorrow.